Sergeant at Arms, please secure the doors. Good morning. I'd like to welcome everybody to the American Legion Department of Ohio 2026 Winter Conference General Session. With colors of our nation in place, hand salute. 1, 2. Please uncover. I now with the Department Chaplain Ron Disco. Get benediction. I'm getting it over. Okay, let's go.
Let us pray. Lord, our world has many concerns. Guide us to the understanding of others and help us overcome hostility and hatred. Everyone, Lord, wants peace to abound. Life is enjoyed much more when the fighting and killing are not part of our daily life. Help us, Lord, to reach the youth of our world. Guide us to teach them the value of peace. And maybe, Lord, the next generation could really show the world a glorious life of lasting peace. And it's to you we pray. Amen. Amen.
Keeping with the National Resolution 288, I call upon Department Sergeant at Arms Mike Kennedy to place the POW cover, MI cover, on the empty chair to recognize and remember the thousands of Americans still unaccounted for from all wars. Please join the First Vice Commander, Gary Cox, to recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please cover. Please join the Second Vice Commander, Holly Lewis, in reciting the preamble of the Constitution of the American Legion.
For God and country, we associate ourselves together for the following purposes: to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, to maintain law and order, to foster and perpetuate 100% Americanism, to preserve the memories and instances of our association in all wars, to inculcate a sense of individual obligation to the community, state, and nation, to combat the autocracy of both classes and the masses, to make right the master of might, to promote peace and goodwill on earth, to safeguard and transmit to posterity the principles of justice, freedom, and democracy, to consecrate and sanctify our comradeship by our devotion to mutual helpfulness.
Please be seated. I now declare the American Legion Department of Ohio 2026 Midwinter Conference convened. The purpose of our assembly today is to hear reports and greetings from our American Legion family and the present membership awards. It gives me the great pleasure this morning to recognize one segment of the American Legion family, which does so much on the daily basis, not only on behalf of their own organization, but the benefit of the Ohio American Legion as well. And this organization is our American Legion Auxiliary. Sergeant at Arms, please address. Yes. Please. Okay. Renee Cole to this and her guest. It's me.
Good morning to the best American Legion department in the United States. Thank you for inviting my officers and myself to greet you today. I'd like to introduce to you your auxiliary officers. We have Mindy Rood, First Vice President, and Rebecca Long, Second Vice President. On behalf of your American Legion Auxiliary, I bring greetings and remind you that we are with you, we support you, and we are humbled by your service to our great nation. Without your service, we would not be able to stand before you as the proud American women that we are. Commander Stan, we wish you a productive general session that will culminate and exemplify the mission of the American Legion. Remember, you are and always will be our soldiers. Thank you, and God bless America.
Thank you very much, Renee. The American Legion, very proud of the next members of the American Legion family, for they, like the auxiliary, do so much to support and continue the programs of the American Legion. Their support of the Children Welfare Foundation, Oratorical, Gifts to Yanks for Yanks, and the American Legion Buckeye Boys State are vital to the success of these programs. Sergeant of Arms, please welcome the Sons of the American Legion, Dispatch Ohio Commander Jeff Rayball Jr. and his guest.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Isn't it great the work we can accomplish on a weekend like this when the whole family comes together for our veterans? I'd like to introduce my officers that I have here today. My detachment parliamentarian, I promised I'd never forget again. Gary Minadio. My detachment First Vice Commander, Todd Bidlack. National Executive Committeeman, Gary Lang. Past Detachment Commander, Bill Buster Sutherland. My Detachment Chaplain, Mike Kennedy. I don't see him, but he's probably here. My Detachment Assistant Adjutant, Special K.
No, he's accused today.
Oh, okay. Well, my adjutant and our National Assistant Adjutant, Scott Thornton. I'm going to turn the podium over to our National Vice Commander of the Midwest Region, Chris Casey from the Detachment of Nebraska.
Commander Oren, we'll leave it there. You can hear me, right? Commander Oren, distinguished officers, legionnaires, and honored guests. The most important thing I'll say to you today is OH! Man, I don't get tired of doing that. You know, Nebraska, I don't know how we're gonna, it just doesn't work, so.
You're still big.
Still, well, we're kind of in the big one. Thank you for allowing me a moment of your time today. It's a true honor to stand in front of you, the American Legion Department of Ohio, not only as a partner in service, but as a grateful member of the Sons of the American Legion. Ohio has been a leader within our great organization, long been the leader. The department understands something fundamental. The American Legion is not just an organization we belong to, it's a mission that we live. As Sons of the American Legion, we are uniquely positioned. We carry forward a legacy we did not create, but one we have pledged to protect. We're the bridge between generations. The living promises, sacrifices of our veterans will not be forgotten, and their values will never fade. Every Legionnaire in this room knows that service did not end with the uniform, and every son knows the legacy is not inherited, it's earned. We earn it every time we step up for a veteran in need, every time we mentor a young person, and every time we raise our hand and say, I will serve. The strength of the Department of Ohio is visible in its posts, its programs, and its people, especially the people. I've met so many great people this weekend, and I'll miss you all when I go back to Nebraska. But its greatest strength is its unity. When the American Legion family works together, Legionnaires, auxiliary, sons, and riders, we become an unstoppable force for good in our communities across the nation. Today we face a critical responsibility. We must ensure that the next generation understands what this organization stands for. That means opening our doors wider, telling our story louder, and leading with purpose and integrity. It means showing young Americans that service is not outdated, it's timeless. As a National Vice Commander, I've seen firsthand when Ohio commits to something. It gets done. Your leadership matters, not just here, but at the national level. You set the standard, others follow your lead. You were #1 in retention last year. I think I just saw past detachment or department commander. He walked right by me. Anyway.
He's in the far back corner.
There we go. Congratulations, sir. And I know you're committed to remaining in the top spot. I did some research. Your commander is putting a team together, dedicating themselves to developing a 5-year membership plan. So, sir, I apologize if you haven't gotten that done yet.
But it's done.
We'll be working on it right after this.
All right. So let us move forward together, united in mission, grounded in our values, and committed to honoring those who came before us by serving those who come after us. Thank you for your service, thank you for your leadership, and thank you for being the legacy. God bless the Department of Ohio, God bless the American Legion family, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
I remember Gary, but I forgot somebody else. My detachment historian, Bill Towns. So on behalf of myself, my officers, and the nearly 35,000 members of the Sons of the American Legion, Detachment of Ohio, I wish you a successful, informative session, and I hope you can take stuff here back to your post and continue to grow and build together. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Commander Rayball. At this time, will all the past department commanders in the American Legion, Department of Ohio, please stand to be recognized. Rise up. The Department of Ohio owes each of you a deep gratitude for your dedication and your hard work that you do for the American Legion. Thank you. At this time, would the Adjutant, J.D. Robinson, step up?
At this time, I will have Ron Chapman come forward to give greetings for a distinguished guest.
Good morning. We're fortunate this weekend to have a guest with us who has the passion and the dedication to this organization to lead us and keep our proud traditions alive. From Post 209 in Colorado Springs, Colorado, Jay Bowen, who I had the honor of serving as a department commander with several years ago, is with us to give us his vision and let us know what we have in store for our immediate future. So with that being said, Jay Bowen, would you please come up and address this audience with your visions?
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, before I head to the airport, which is very soon, I just wanted to take a few minutes to say thank you for the warm reception, the hospitality that you've shown me over this past weekend. It has been great, you know. And I don't say that everywhere I go. A lot of people say, yeah, you say that there to all the departments. No, I don't. I have a good time at every department I go to, but I am not treated as well in all of them as you have shown me this weekend, and I do truly appreciate it. You know, this is, I think, the 25th or 26th department that I've had an opportunity to visit in my campaign over the last year and a half. And it's interesting because I get a chance to meet new friends and see some old friends and get asked a lot of questions. And this weekend was no different. But I'll also learn a lot from every department that I visit. And the number one thing I've learned about Ohio is that not everybody here is an Ohio State fan. That blew me away. You actually have some Michigan fans living in this room. Yeah. See, look.
Yeah, there's always more.
I thought it was a state law that you have to be a Buckeye fan. Yeah. But I have learned a lot, and you know, it's interesting. I get asked a lot of questions. I get asked the same question, or a couple of them, just about everywhere I go, and this is no exception here. And it's really funny. The first one is like it's a multifaceted question, and it starts something like this. So you're running for national commander? Well, no, it's more of a walk, but yeah, I'm headed in that direction. Okay, and who are you running against? Well, I'm not running against anybody. Oh, okay. And you're doing this on your own dime. Yep, that's true. And that's when you can see the wheels turning. And then they look at me and they go, okay, let me make sure I understand. You're traveling all over the country. You're visiting all these states on your dime, campaigning for national commander, and you're running against nobody. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. And then they give me this look, and they go, why? And it's a valid question. It really is a good question. Why would we want to do this? Why did my predecessors do it before me, and why am I doing it now? And there's really two reasons that we do this. One, if I'm given the honor and the privilege to serve as national commander, I'll get an opportunity to meet with Congress and probably the president. And they'll want to know about veterans issues, veterans concerns, and those things unique to veterans around the country. I can talk all day long about Colorado and the challenges that we have as veterans in Colorado. If I don't come to Ohio, I don't know what they are. So I come here to learn from you what those challenges, those issues unique to Ohio veterans are. That way I can speak a little bit more intelligently about it when I get the opportunity to talk with them. The other reason that we do this is if I'm given the honor and the privilege to serve, you need to know who I am. If I would come see you, you don't know who I am. You have to have the confidence that I can do the job and represent you when the time comes. So we come out here to do that just so you can get a little bit more comfortable with me if I get a chance to serve. So that's why we do that thing. The other question I get asked, which is kind of interesting, is why do you want to do this? Why do you want to be national commander? And I will be perfectly honest with you. I've never had the desire or aspiration to serve as national commander. I never had the aspiration to serve as post commander, but I did. Never had aspirations of serving district commander, but I did. And same with the department commander. As Chappie pointed out, we served together in 2016-17. But I never aspired or sought those positions. When I joined the American Legion, it was for one reason, that was to serve. And I promised myself that I would do that regardless of the position. I don't need a cap. I've worn the white cap, I've worn the blue and white cap, I've worn the red cap. But folks, I'm going to tell you something. American Legion, we only have one permanent colored cap. That's this one. Everybody that has ever worn or that continues to wear today a different colored cap will one day go back to this one. Because this is the one that matters. This is where it happens. We are a grassroots organization, and we do it from the post level up, and we do it as blue cappers. So I'm very proud of this cap. I was very proud of all of them that I've worn, but I'm especially proud of the blue cap, because this is where the work is done. So I never needed a position or a cap to serve and do what I do. But one night, it was, I think, Minneapolis National Convention. My dear friend Tom Bock, past National Commander from Colorado. We were walking back from dinner to the hotel, and he said, Jay, I think it's time. I had just come out of the department command. He said, Jay, I think it's time. I said, no, not yet. We got about 10 minutes before we get back to the hotel. He said, no. He said, I think it's time for you to throw your hat in the ring for National Commander. I said, no, I'm not doing that. We got a lot of people out there that's much more qualified than I am. They can do it. He said, no. He said, Jay, what was your theme as department commander? I said, Tom, you can't use that against me. You do as I say, not as I do. And he said, no. He said, are you going to walk it or are you going to talk it? Which one? So I guess he was right. And I said, okay, if you truly believe this is what I need to do, then put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. They wrote a resolution, got past the department, and here I am today. But my theme as department commander is the theme that I'm going to carry forward into my term as national commander. You know, the last 4 national commanders we've had, the theme has been be the one. And they have done such a great job in bringing awareness to veteran suicide. We need to reduce that. We would love to get that number down to 0. But let's be perfectly honest, it probably never will. I pray to God we could do that one day, but if we could just get it down, if we could just lower it, that would be great. So Be the One has been a great theme for those 4 national commanders, but they have done such a good job. It's no longer a theme. It's a mission. It's the #1 mission of the American Legion, and it needs to be the #1 mission of the American Legion. So I don't intend to use that as my theme. It certainly will continue to be my mission. My theme will be BPOTS. Be part of the solution. And what I like to tell people in my travels is that I know you've heard most of your life, you're either part of the problem or you're part of the solution. Well, folks, as Paul Harvey would say, and I'll tell you who that is later because you don't know. If you can be part of the solution, and you choose not to be, then you're part of the problem. It's just that simple, folks. If you can be part of the solution and you choose not to be, then you're part of the problem. So I ask people in my travels, let's work together. Let's work together to be part of the solution. Let's be part of the solution and be the one to help reduce veteran suicide. Let's be part of the solution and be the one to take care of our veterans and their families. Let's be part of the solution and be the one to educate and mentor our youth. Let's be part of the solution and be the one to be the first ones out there waving that American flag and showing our patriotic spirit. And let's be part of the solution and be the one to advocate for very strong national security. Folks, this is a great organization, but if we work together and be part of the solution, we can make this organization even greater than it is today. So again, thank you so much for allowing me to spend the weekend with you, giving me the time to say hello and goodbye. And I'll see you back soon, I hope. I hope you have a great conference. Thank you for everything. May God bless you. Thank you.
At this time, we have our National Writers Director in the house with us this morning, and I'd like to call David Heredia up for a few words.
Puppies are in the room. They're packed, they're ready to go. I want to try this. I was impressed with the National Vice Commander for the Sons of American Legion. Good morning, OH. There we go. You are now my favorite department besides Maryland. Good morning, familia.
Good morning.
I'm David Heredia, and I am your National Chairman of the American Legion Riders Advisory Committee. And I'm from the Department of Maryland, past Department Commander. I thank you for the warm welcome, and I enjoyed everything that I've seen in this great conference. The riders, to Candace, thank you very much for the hospitality. Thank you for the invite. It's been a pleasure to be here. First, Commander, thank you. You have a great department. I'm jealous.
I got great people.
Yes, you do. You have a great team. And the Ohio leadership, I applaud you all. And I know that you're going to continue to drive on and do good things in this department. I bring greetings from our national level. And to Jay, he's going to be a great commander if he is elected. He only needs one vote from what I've talked to him about. So hopefully we'll get that. If not, I know Maryland will get him over there. And if you allowed me a quick personal note, I didn't start this journey because I had grand plans like Jay. You know, I started because I wanted to serve with purpose. And that's what riders do. Riders serve with purpose. I joined the American Legion in 2008 because I was asked by a veteran, hey, do you want to come ride with us? I said, sure, what do y'all do? I said, well, we go out and ride our motorcycles and visit VA homes and do stuff for the children. I'm in. I never imagined that I would become, at one time, the department commander. Because I didn't know what the Legion was. I didn't care what the Legion was. I just cared about riding my motorcycle. Moving forward, I left the Department of Georgia, as they like to call themselves, DOG, right? D-O-G. And I moved to Maryland. I went to American Legion College. And that's when I learned the importance of what we do as an American Legion family. And that's when I started to understand, in order to be a rider, and the riders know this because I talked to them about the system, you have to be a Legionnaire, auxiliary member, or a Sons of the American Legion first, in order to be able to have the privilege to put on that magnificent vest that represents what we in the American Legion do as family. And that's serve those who have served and continue to serve. So when you see a rider, understand that they are part of something bigger. They're part of what I like to say, familia, because we are all family. Sometimes we are disgruntled, but for the most part, like family, we will stand up and fight for one another. And I thank y'all for what y'all do. I'm going to share my vision. The North Star guides us, but I see the Riders program moving forward. My vision is to unite Mission First American Legion Riders program, have a professional and growing that strengthens the American Legion family and amplifies hope in every community. Use your riders in your posts for that community engagement. When they crank up those motorcycles and they go out, they represent you, the American Legion family. They bring smiles on children's face, and they bring a happy, warm feeling to those veterans that we visit at those VA homes or the veterans hospitals. What I like to say in the way our national commander, Dan Wiley, says, we are better together. And because of that, we are champions of hope. You provide happiness to those who feel they are walking in the dark. And as a family, as champions of hope, we uplift and we unite those who are suffering. Like our mission says, be the one, is so important because of what you accomplish. In the months to come, the American Legion Riders are going to have some great things coming down because this year is our 250th anniversary. And I'm asking riders across this land to join me for the Sojourn 250. It's a celebration where we get to bring a flag from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to the District of Columbia. That flag, which has flown over 26 national cemeteries across this great world and 250 counties in America, will be escorted by over 250 American Legion riders from Pittsburgh down to the Capitol. We're going to go kickstands up that morning. It's going to be at about 6:30, and we're going to arrive at Nationals Baseball Stadium roughly around 12. They're going to raise that flag up in honor of the American Legion family who escorted that flag down there. But if the journey doesn't stop there, we're going to take that flag, those beautiful colors, to the White House to fly there. Then we're going to take it to the Supreme Court Justice Building and fly there. Then we're going to the Capitol, and it's going to fly at the Capitol. It's going to touch all three branches of our government before it finds its resting place at either the Smithsonian or the National Archives. And the beauty of it is, that flag is going to be escorted by us, the American Legion and the American Legion family. So that's something that you get to be proud of. So I thank you, Ohio, because I know you're going to be part of this great experience. But not to cut the riders just as riders. Remember, we don't do it alone. Riders are the strongest when we lock with Legionnaires, Auxiliary, and the Sons, because the Legion family is designated to win together. We all win together as one. We don't just recruit riders. We help develop leaders. We have future post commanders, district leaders, future department leaders, committee chairs, and mentors. That's a pipeline that your riders can do to help promote this great organization and this wonderful department of Ohio. So when I talk about membership, I don't talk about numbers alone. I talk about a purpose. People say that where we feel needed, the American Legion makes people feel alive again. Moving on to one thing that's going to be important to us. And when we talk about mission, we talk about saving lives. I talked about the American Legion Be the One mission. It's personal to me because I'm here today because of my family. You all saved my life, being part of this great organization. And I know there's someone out there who struggles, but because of you, that burden they won't have to suffer it alone. Too many of us have attended funerals where we shouldn't have to attend. That's where the American Legion family is at its best. Whether you're a rider, a Legionnaire, an auxiliary member, or a son of the American Legion. We notice when someone is missing, when someone is quiet and normal, and when somebody isn't showing up again. And what do? You make that phone call. at Bunny Check. How you doing? Because their lives matter. And when we needed help, we also have a way for compassion and action. Through the Veterans and Children's Foundation, helps provide support and assistance to our veterans and their families and their children when life is hard. That's what the Legion does best. We don't just talk about problems. We show up and help and have solutions. I did challenge the riders. The last few years, the Department of Maryland has been #1 in donations. We've donated over $1 million in 6 years to both the Legacy Scholarship Fund and VCF. They've averaging about $240,000, $250,000 on average. I challenge the Department of Ohio to knock my department off the stage when we donate to VCF. I'm asking you to raise a minimum of $250,000 for the Veterans and Children's Foundation and knock Maryland off their high horse and show what a department can do when it puts their minds together as a family. But not to be outdone, I challenge my department to come up with $300,000 to stay on top. You know, the Veterans and Children's Foundation, you all know what it does. It's important. It helps our VSOs, and it helps those veterans and those children that we serve. So, all joking aside, do your best to knock Maryland off. I know from what I heard yesterday, we already got 10,000, so we only need 230,000 more to go. 240,000 actually. I know y'all can do it. And then there's the USA 250 Challenge. If you haven't signed up for service wellness activity, please do so. It's as easy as going to legion.org USA 250 Challenge. Sign up. You get a great shirt for $30 and the money goes to a great place. And since you're all fit, you all can do it. Right, Commander?
That's right.
Listen, if you sign up as a department, you can move up the chain because there's not that many departments out there. So if you all donate $30, you're going to probably be #1, right? Or you can join my team, riders, if you're out there. It's National American Legion Riders on the USA 250. I'd love to have you all on there. The next thing and the final thing before I end is there's something that I'm personally excited about because it's overdue. I'm working with Internal Affairs, which I fall under, to launch a podcast, The Champions of Hope, the American Legion Riders. That's to highlight the service and the stories from our riders all the way through our Legion family, and to strengthen the visibility and membership across all posts throughout this country. Similar to Tango Alpha Lima, but the American Legion's podcast is going to be about you all and what you're doing in this department, what the riders are doing, what the auxiliaries are doing, and what the sons are doing. Our first podcast is going to be kind of boring because I'm just talking to the folks who I replace, why they did it, their why. But from then on out, if we're going to invite our national leadership to come talk to us, we're going to ask members from every department to come. Of course, knowing that they're riders, they will be vetted because sometimes riders have a different type of language. And I need to keep it above bar so I don't get this taken away. But once I get my 5th episode, the beauty of it is Reach Across America said they would host that podcast so that it would go around the world and more people can listen to it. So I'm excited about that opportunity. So before I close, Ohio, thank you for the hospitality. I've had so much fun, and I will say this is my best department that I visited. And I have visited a few others. I won't tell you where I was at last time, but I'm probably going to say the same thing when I go to Georgia and Texas. But for now, you're my #1, OH. So thank you for representing the American Legion family with honor and dignity. Thank you for carrying the mission when it's easier to stay home. I'm honored to stand beside you all. I'm committed to seeing this entire Legion family remain united, mission first, and of course respected across this country as Legionnaires auxiliary members, Sons of the American Legion, and Riders. Because we are better together, and together we will continue to be champions of hope for every veteran, every family, and every community that we serve. But before I close, I'm going to leave you with something that my mother always used to tell me. It's in Spanish, so bear with me. I will translate. Con Dios y familia, todo es posible. With God and family, all things are possible. And we, the American Legion and the American Legion Department of OH, I love that.
Can't do that, Maryland.
No,
Still Port Quintet.
that's right. But I'm an SEC fan.
I'm sorry.
We got smoked. No dogs. Ouch. But we are family, and I'm honored to be here with you. So, thank you. God bless you. God bless the American Legion, the American Legion family, and the wonderful Department of OH in these United States of America. Thank you for your time.
I offered him a transfer paper. I mean, he loves us. At this time, I ask the department officers, district commanders, district vice commanders, and the department staff to please stand and be recognized. Thank you for all you do. Yesterday there was training that occurred during the day, and the training was conducted by the Buckeye American Legion College. I would like to introduce the Dean of the Buckeye American Legion College, Ty Bauer. Please come to the stage.
First, I'd like to thank the department leadership for allowing me, or allowing us, to have 7 hours of training session yesterday, and for me a few moments behind the microphone today to recognize all of our students. And also to give a state of the Buckeye American Legion College. Currently, we have 2 active programs, our traditional BALC undergrad curriculum and our newly developed master class. We are also currently researching and planning a third leg to this triangle of training. And it's going to be the online academy. And our vision for this is to record videos that we can post online that can focus on specific training. So we may be reaching out to subject matter experts both from the Legion College and across the department for people that have experience doing specific things that can be of value to every post across our department. But getting back to our training yesterday, we had 42 students registered for training. 21 of them were new enrollees. So our numbers keep growing. So there is a need for education to keep going forward. Our master class had 26 people attending. So altogether, we currently have over 250 Legionnaires currently enrolled in training, pursuing our educational opportunities. So at this time, we do have 2 Legionnaires to recognize that have completed their courses of training, and we're going to have their diplomas. So I invite Commander Oren to go front and center. When I call your name, please come up and receive your
pin of completion, and your diploma. Okay, our first graduate actually completed her coursework last summer, but was unable to go through graduation. So at this time, Brandy Little. Okay, our second graduate, it brings me much pleasure to be able to recognize this individual, because this person's from my own post, and he actually brought me to my first BALC class. So he started me on my journey. So at this time, Dennis Tynan. Now, I did misspeak when I said we had 2 Legionnaires. Brandy is actually part of the auxiliary, and also the Buckeye American Legion College is not just for Legionnaires. It is for the entire Legion family. So Legionnaires, auxiliary, sons, everybody. But now at this time, since we have 2 new graduates, I would like to ask all BALC graduates, please stand. Thank you. We're also going to recognize just a few more people. Now, with graduation from BALC, you are eligible to apply for National American Legion College. And Ohio has had great representation at the national level. So at this time, can I ask all National American Legion College graduates to stand? Ohio has a great legacy of students at the national level, and we like to perpetuate this. And a lot of departments, they'll have people graduate and then they don't hear from them again. So it's nice to see that all of our graduates are bringing that education back to Ohio. So with that, anybody that has instructed a BALC class, can I ask you to stand? You see a lot of familiar faces of the people of continually standing. That's because we bring the education back and pass it on. Now, I'm very humbled to be the Dean of the Buckeye American Legion College. And at this time, I would be very remiss if I did not recognize the deans that have come before me. So can I ask the prior deans of BALC to stand? Thank you all so much. You have all been great mentors to me and a source of inspiration. Thank you. Now, I do have one more person I would like to recognize. Amongst our numbers, we do have a National American Legion College academic director and educator with us, Ken LaVoy. Thank you for your time.
And I call upon National, I tried to move you up. Department Adjutant John Robinson for introduction of keynote speakers.
Good morning, everybody. It is now time to introduce to you our keynote speakers. Nick Lippert is strategic communicator, community leader, and proud native of Chardon, Ohio. He currently serves as the managing director of the USS Cleveland Foundation, where he leads the foundation's daily operation, strategic outreach, and engagement efforts to support the commissioning and service life of the USS Cleveland. After commissioning as a U.S. Navy officer, Nick's early service included selection to undergo basic underwater demolitions SEAL training at Naval Special Warfare Center, followed by military flight training, where he logged over 100 flight hours and completed solo flights in 3 different aircraft models. In 2022, he transitioned into public affairs, completing advanced training at the Defense Information School. He has since led Navy communications efforts for high visibility events, including Fleet Weeks in New York and San Francisco, where he managed press engagements with senior military and government officials, public figures, and national media outlets. Nick continues to serve as our Naval Reserve Officer while advancing civic and community engagement in his home state. With him this morning is Laura Gray, who was born and raised on the shores of Lake Erie and is proud of her family's long-standing U.S. military history. In her role as the Director of Development for the USS Cleveland Foundation, Laura leads development and outreach efforts, which include building and maintaining strategic partnerships with the citizens of Northeast Ohio, corporations, local veterans organizations, and area schools. A graduate of Bowling Green State University, Laura has held leadership positions at nonprofits across the country. Laura considers herself a life ambassador and is dedicated to supporting the sailors and the families of the USS Cleveland. Please welcome Nicholas Lippert and Laura Gray with the USS Cleveland Foundation.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, good morning, everyone. And again, thank you for your hospitality. I must say, those 3 words, be the one. And I'll say it again, be the one. It really touched my heart. And from my heart, I want to thank all of you for your service to our great nation. There's many veterans in my family. My father is 92 and he proudly served in the U.S. Army. And I'm grateful and blessed to hear his stories many, many times over. I also want to thank you for welcoming us to your family over the weekend. We receive your grace and your warmth, and we are just so excited to share more about the USS Cleveland with you. I will give a shout out to Commander of Post 91, our friend Jim Lockyer, who really has supported us from day one, has nudged me along and really initiated our connection to your incredible organization. So thank you all, and we will share a little more information about our foundation.
Cleveland is a city of pride, built by the hands of those who don't back down from a challenge, a place defined by grit, loyalty, and heart. Now for the fourth time in our nation's history, a U.S. Navy warship will bear the name Cleveland.
United States of America, I christen thee Cleveland.
But for the first time ever, it will be commissioned in the city it's named for. The USS Cleveland Legacy Foundation exists to support the crew and their families. From their first days in uniform to their final home port. We host them in our city. We invest in their futures. We lift their families up. In their honor, we've built something remarkable. A coalition of donors, volunteers, civic leaders, and patriots. We've raised critical funds, launched new events, and brought Northeast Ohio face to face with the men and women who will take Cleveland's name across the globe. This commissioning isn't just a Navy event, it's a Cleveland moment, a celebration of service, a testament to what we stand for and who we stand behind. Join the mission, support the crew, forge the legacy.
You can go to the next one.
Just after slides next. So.
Yeah, that's fine, thank you.
Next slide, please. Thank you.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so the USS Cleveland Legacy Foundation was created. We are the only foundation of our kind, and the U.S. Navy is blown away by the work being done. And the work is only being done because of people like you that support our work. So it was created to maintain and strengthen the bond between the sailors who serve, and I'm going to blow this out to the citizens of the state of Ohio. Our mission is to support the sailors throughout the service life of the ship and then return her home upon completion of service to land on our shores as a museum. There are three phases to our foundation. We are currently in phase 1. Everything we do is geared towards this incredible commissioning, which Nick will go into. And phase 2, once the ship leaves our shores, we enter phase 2 where we don't forget those sailors. We continue to support every sailor who signs up to serve aboard the USS Cleveland. And then phase 3, as I mentioned, we'll be returning the ship home to our shores to serve as a museum.
Thank you, Laura. So let me get into this historic commissioning ceremony a little bit and the reason why everybody in this room should care and be invested in it. So there's been over 83 ships in the history of the United States Navy that have been named after cities in Ohio or in the state of Ohio itself. But guess how many of those ships have actually began their service life and commissioned in our home state of Ohio? Not a single one. The USS Cleveland, LCS 31, will be the first ship in the 250-year history of our Navy and nation to begin its service life and to commission here in our home state of Ohio. That is a historic and a monumental moment that we at the USS Cleveland Legacy Foundation are proud to be a part of. And again, it is a moment that is only made possible through support from organizations like the American Legion. So going through the history of USS Cleveland a little bit, as was mentioned, this is the 4th ship in the history of the Navy to be named after Cleveland. You see on the left there the 3 previous Clevelands. One served at the early 1900s in the Great White Fleet era. The second served during World War II. The third served during the Vietnam era and was decommissioned in 2011. The 4th USS Cleveland, the newest one, will be a littoral combat ship. As you can see on the right there, it has a crew of about 90 sailors. It is very advanced, very high tech, and has a wide array of mission sets. Next slide, please. Every ship in the Navy has what's called a ship sponsor. This is always a female that acts as the guardian angel or the maternal figure over the crew. They advocate for the crew, and they're the ceremonial figurehead for the ship. Our ship sponsor is Miss Robin Mobley. She is incredible. She has a heart of gold, and we are blessed and honored to have her involved in our foundation and being the sponsor of the ship. This is the triad, the command of the USS Cleveland. In the middle is Commander Bruce Hallett. He started out as a junior enlisted in the Navy, so he has risen through the ranks through almost 30 years of naval service to now command this great vessel. To his left is the executive officer, and to his right is the command senior enlisted advisor. They are an incredible tribe. We are blessed to have them. Commander Bruce Howell is one of the finest naval officers that I have ever met. This here is the ship's crest. Everything about it was designed with Cleveland in mind by the crew themselves. So it's incredibly tied to the city of Cleveland and the people of Northeast Ohio. And then at the bottom there, you see the ship's motto, which is personally my favorite motto I've ever seen from a ship in the fleet. It's Forge a Legacy. And forging a legacy is something that you all as Legionnaires know very well, and it's something that our foundation is dedicated to moving forward as well. So I mentioned the ship's company is about 90 sailors. This is a quick snapshot of the profile. Something that you all as veterans are probably aware of is the average age on board is only 22 years old. We ask a tremendous amount from our service members at an incredibly young age. And so these sailors are asked to do things at a relatively low age and low experience level that other people in the civilian world typically never have to experience. The responsibilities of military service tremendously outweigh the amount of experience and age that you typically have. And so again, our goal at the USS Cleveland Legacy Foundation is to take care of every other stress that life may have to offer for these sailors so that they can focus on the mission when they're on the far side of the globe serving our great nation on behalf of a grateful country. These are some of the key dates that have occurred. So in 2018, this ship was announced that it would be named USS Cleveland. Our foundation was formed a year later in 2019. And since then, we have been serving the crew aboard the USS Cleveland and their families in preparation for the upcoming commissioning, which is set to occur this May 2026 in Cleveland, Ohio. This is a snapshot, an overview, a satellite image of where the commissioning will occur. And we invite everybody in this room to attend commissioning this May, because again, it is a historic moment, not just for Cleveland, but for the entire state of Ohio. And so the ship will be docked right there on the shores of Lake Erie, outside Brown Stadium and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It'll be a great location. We're going to have an entire week of events where you can come out with your friends, with your family, and celebrate this historic moment with the crew and with their families as well. This is a very high-level overview of our schedule of events for that commissioning week. What typically happens with these Navy commissionings, when a ship is commissioned, it's usually 1 or 2 days of activity surrounding the commissioning ceremony itself. What we are doing with the USS Cleveland has never before been done. We are scaling out the events to an entire week. So this will look like a Navy Fleet Week, much like New York or San Francisco, but it's all going to be centered around the commissioning of the USS Cleveland. So throughout the week, you see some of the highlighted events there on the slide. Again, we welcome everybody in this room and all of your posts and all of your Legionnaire members to come join us for this historic moment, this amazing celebration. I'll turn it back over to my colleague Laura Gray to talk about how you can support us specifically. But before I do that, again, I just wanted to thank you all for the support you have given us already and for the opportunity to come here and spend this weekend with you. We truly could not support the sailors and the families without your support as well. So thank you again. Appreciate it.
So I won't go on too much longer because graciously, most of you, if not all of you, spent time with Nick and I over the last couple days. I just want to encourage and reiterate what my colleague said. We welcome you, and this is huge. I mean, you know, my friends are like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I'm so excited. And if you know anything about Cleveland, to me, this is our Super Bowl. This is the Super Bowl of ships. This is the Super Bowl of ships. You're going to want to be there because, you know, this is the first, quite frankly, it may be the only, I don't want to say last, maybe the only. So how you can support us? Show up on the shores. Show up on the shores, number one. Volunteer, we're gonna need a ton. We're talking about a week long of activities. And oh, by the way, yes, I'm responsible for development, and we already appreciate the amount of funds and support we've received from many of your posts. And we had some really good conversations over the weekend and look forward to staying in connection and discovering more ways that you can continue to support the sailors. And share our message. Follow us on social media. Go to our website, usscleveland.org. The date hasn't been officially announced yet, but Nick and I are certainly tossing it out there. The ship is scheduled to arrive, I believe it's about 112 days, May 9th, with commissioning May 16th. We're waiting on the Secretary of the Navy to officially announce that, so don't tell him I said it. But thank you all, we really had, is there any questions? I just didn't want to, in case there was any questions. Nope. Thank you all again.
Donate, right? Beach Navy.
May 16th is the scheduled commissioning date. Yes, sir.
Everybody awake? All right. Membership in the programs of the American Legion are the foundation on which the American Legion was built and continues to stand with to stand without a strong membership base. All the other good works of our organization could not exist. Our most gracious thanks go to those of you who donated to our programs and charities. Those donations make a significant contribution for the continuance of the programs of the Department of Ohio. At this time, I invite any of the American Legion family who wishes to bring a donation to the stage to please do so and be recognized. Anybody? All right, here comes Joseph. Take the money.
I have a check from American Legion Post 541. Our squadron and our Legion do a party before the game, before the Ohio State-Michigan game. And we raffle off items and raise money for different Legion and local charities. And this year, we're donating $1,362.50 to the Commanders Project Challenge Champion.
So, as I was running around last night, somebody ran up to me from Post 62, their commander, Mike, and he says, "Oh, hey, here's a check. I won't be there tomorrow, but it's $10,000 for Gifts for Yanks from our post." So, shout out to them.
That's amazing. All right, this year, a significant membership challenge still lies before us. Much has been done, but there's much left to do. To recognize the efforts made by each of you in membership, the Department of Ohio has in place a membership awards program to say thank you and continue the fine work. I gotta tell you, these words are like really big. It's now time to honor and distribute leadership plaques and membership awards to posts and districts who have excelled in membership efforts for 2025-2026. The 2025-2026 Department Membership Awards were established by the Department Membership Commission to financially reward posts and districts that achieve distinction in membership retention and recruiting. This morning, we're going to announce the mid-year winners of post quota for the year. The individual membership recruiter drawing will also take place towards the end of the general session and before the charities raffle drawing. In the interest of time and attention, the first award given away this morning is the Brown Jug Award. The medium category, who accomplished the highest percentage of quota, over 75%, by November 14, 2025, and has earned a brown jug filled with a grown-up beverage. Will the district commander and vice commander of the 2nd District please come forward to receive your award? There are 24 posts that achieved quota. The total cash returned to post in districts this morning is going to total $10,000. The posts will be called in district order, and a representative of that post is expected to step forward, please. If a post is called that does not have a representation, the district commander, please come forward on behalf of the post to receive the check and quota certificate. Following posts are receiving awards today for being quota by the September and November target dates. For the September target date, 9 posts qualified for quota, and each will split $4,000 pot, receiving $444.44. How about that? Will a representative of the post or the district commander please step forward to receive the check and quota certificate? District 1, Post 18. District 2, Post 382 and 652. District 4, Post 790. District 5, Post 676. District 9, Post 609 and 697. District 11, Post 726. District 12, Post 490. For the November target date, 15 posts are being recognized for achieving quota and will split a pot of $6,000. So receiving $400 each, will a representative of the post or the district commander please step forward to receive the check and quota certificate? District 1, Post 137 and 240. District 2, Post 207, 268, 395, and 745. District 3, Post 613 and 708. District 4, Post 186. District 5, Post 527. District 7, Post 594. District 10, Post 282, 466, 573, and 660. Do I know any jokes? No. I'm a sailor. They're probably not appropriate. The adult beverage of the breakfast.
The adult beverage in the jug, because some of them, come on, keep that clean. So it just pours. Oh! There we go. It says there. Yeah, I was gonna say, I need a box, don't give me a chair. I would say, now it's great.
It is true that without membership, the activities of the American Legion would not exist. But the activities of the American Legion in turn help fuel the growth of our membership ranks. Through well-run and well-organized programs which cover a wide variety of interests and events, we believe that the activities of Ohio work to retain existing members and help attract new members to our great organization. That being said, I want to remind you of the following events that are coming up, and we invite you all to attend. The bowling tournament will be held February 14th through the 15th, February 21st through the 22nd, and February 24th through 27th through March 1st. I was going to say that date's not right. At Polking Lanes in Dayton, and we would love to have you join us. There will be a cornhole tournament March 28th, 2026 at Post 2, that's not right either, 282 in Orville. The pool tournament is April 17th through the 19th, 2026 at Post 29 in Zanesville. And there will be a euchre tournament May 9th, 2026 at Post 262 in Hamburg. Commander? Your turn.
Now is the time for recruitment drawing. Every member that signed up, a new member, or reinstated an expired member would be eligible for this drawing, providing a verification recruiting card was sent in by the post adjutant and verified by the department. So at this time, we will conduct the recruit drawing contest. 15.
Yep.
You guys are going to have me read names.
You want to do it?
I have a friend, Billy McLaughlin. I went to his speech class. I don't read names.
Our first one will be Jason Montgomery.
Out of Finley, Post 003.
Howard Stouffer.
Columbia, post 290. Howard Stouffer again, Columbia. All right. Joe Law, I believe that's 598, Kettering. Richard, I am gonna mess this one up, Heitmeyer, out of Findlay, Ohio, another 003. Betsy Law, also 598 of Kettering. No, this guy's not here. Al Buxton. Tom Tierney, he's not here either. Where are we at? I'm at 8. Tom Tierney again. Ray Yoakum, also at a 598. Mark Wexler, 468 out of Sylvania. Russ, nope, gonna mess this one up. Cornett, out of 598 Kettering. George Herbank, out of 598 Kettering. Tom Tierney for the third time. Last one. And we get Jerry Wilson at post 199 in Harrison.
I want to bring a few things up before we finish up here. I want to thank my 5-year program team, Kurt Emmons, who's worked his tail off writing all this up, and Molly Doss, Holly Lewis, Mike Blackwell, and Jim Volgaire. Okay, you can tell, I just can't speak. And I want to thank Brad Bailey for being my 550-year liaison. So if you have anything for celebration stuff, please run them through Brad. Post revitalization, Keith Winden, Jerry Perry, Bob Mason, and Bill Dillebrand. I thank you all for helping me get membership, keeping membership, and driving membership. And hopefully we have a great plan. We'll discuss in about a half an hour the 5-year plan. Thank you, Kurt. Other than that, thank you all for being here. I've enjoyed. You got some? Yes, I'll get to it. Okay. This is my comment. No comment.
Sergeant Arms, please escort A.J. Watley to the stage. While A.J. is making his way up, a couple of announcements. Washington Conference is February 28th through March 4th. Standing Commissions is March 21st. D.C. The next DEC meeting will be April 11th. National Spring meetings are May 4th through the 7th. And we'll get back to those. Commander Wally asked us to hold off on his donation for his project till all of his donations came in. We have them all at this time. $47,599. He will be presenting the check himself to them at their location.
Awesome. Great job,
I personally want to thank past President Louise Smirk, Chief Alden Ali, and sponsor of the same charity, which is homeless veteran women throughout the state. I also want to thank past Commander Charles Stennis. He's the first one to bring this to light, and I want to thank him. Often our women veterans is overlooked, and this is a way for me to sponsor them and say thank you for your service.
Few more announcements. Department convention is July 10th, 11th, and 12th at the Glass City Center in Toledo. Certification of post officers available online. CPRs are available online. Membership cards should be available at convention.
They do the CPR for my legion. They have to print a copy and send it to you, right?
They don't have to. We do, if you fill out your CPR online through My Legion, we do like you to send us a copy because National's database is not always the greatest, but they've been changing it and we've been able to read them the last couple of years. At this time, I'm going to call Jacob Brault to the stage. Our department staff was working on a polar plunge this weekend, and you helped us raise money for it. One of those ways was to conduct a bottle raffle. So we appreciate all of you supporting us in our pledges, and we will be drawing for that at this time. You must be present to win. So I hope you have your tickets, or it's going to be a while.
Congratulations, Stan.
All right. It's a blue ticket. Anybody got their blue ticket with them? No. 21246-039. Go once.
Check for name.
There's no name on them. There's no name on. Oh wait, nope. That's just the printer. 039. 21246-039.
We're still digging out.
Next.
Number again?
039. Going on to the next ticket, 21246-012. There you go.
It's okay, Danny, I'll direct it for you.
Bring it down, Stan. He says bring it to it.
At this time in November, American Legion Department of Ohio Charities, Inc. mailed out a raffle ticket to our membership, making them eligible for cash prizes up to $5,000 to be awarded at this conference. I call to the stage the trustees of the American Legion Department of Ohio Charities, Inc. to conduct the prize drawings. The trustees of the American Legion Department of Ohio Charities, Inc. Past National Vice Commander Glenn Hickman. Past Department Commander Roger Fred. Past Department Commander Charles Stennis. Past Department Commander Jason Rue. Immediate past Department Commander Arnold Watley.
Good afternoon. Alrighty, we are starting off with our first $50 drawing here, and this is Robert Moore, Toronto, Ohio.
Hey, if you're here, call you out.
There also is an extra $250 if you are in the building. And the next person is Ty Bowers from Bucyrus.
He's not here. He's not here.
Next one is Eugene LeBut from Uniontown, Ohio. Todd, I want to say Yeister from Dayton, Ohio. Stephen Bernhardt from Mount Orab, Ohio. W. Bruce Tolley from Johnstown, Ohio. Rick White from Dayton, Ohio. Charles Mann from, I believe this is Tyrone, Ohio. Yeah. Edward Carr from Clyde, Ohio. Do they make washing machines out there? Yes, they do. John Murray from Belleville, Ohio. Clifford Martin from Willard, Ohio. Leonard Beal from New Franklin. Charles Glodora from Hubbard, Ohio. That's our neck of the woods. John Sabo from Lakewood. James L. Shipley from Zanesville, Ohio. Oh, you got it. Melissa Rogers.
He's not here either. You can sit down.
Yes.
Good job.
Richard Schroeder from Cincinnati.
Where are we at? Where are we at right now?
34.
Brad Watts from Wooster, Ohio. Joseph Campana from Brookfield, Ohio. Edward Hogan from Loveland, Ohio. So the next, there was two of them together. So the next 20 will be for $100. All right. First one is William Gifford from Canfield. That's impossible.
I know. That's why I was questioning.
William Gifford again from Canfield. Gordon McLaughlin from Toledo, Ohio. Ronald Roberts from Van Wert, Ohio. Robert Liggett from Wausau, Ohio. Wausau, sorry. Just says Ace Sedlak from Wycliffe, Ohio. Remember here? Thomas LaFair from Creston, Ohio. Terry Downton from Lima, Ohio. Kenneth Samsa from Wickliffe, Ohio. Jeffrey Kennison from Lorraine, Ohio. Charles Bennett from Dayton, Ohio. Thomas Previtt from Brooklyn, Ohio. Sonia Rittenauer from Bucyrus. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, there's no way
He's
you
not
should be
here.
happy.
He's not here. It's okay. Don't
You
worry.
put this back in the barrel.
Exactly. Put it back.
Put it in the barrel.
We'll just give it to his wife.
Albert Byer from Belleville, Ohio.
Nobody can stand up.
Let me see her. Where they at?
I already talked to Al. He's going to donate to the My Back Pocket Fund. Richard Silver from Cleveland, Ohio. Kenneth Bonnell from Marysville. Eugene Leonards from Fort Recovery, Ohio. Carlin Wise from Artbold, Ohio. Artbold. Leo Kretz from Concord Township, Ohio. My neighbor. Dick Johnson.
Right here.
All righty. Outstanding. Outstanding. That completes the $100. The next, I believe the next 5 will be for $250. Eric Shaw from Venice, Florida. John Doris from Newark, Ohio. James Walker from Alliance, Ohio. Orland Brooks from Seaman, Ohio.
It's two. There's two there.
It's one now.
And it's all the same one.
It's one now.
All right, Charles Bauer from Monroeville, Ohio. All right. So the next 4 will be for $500.
He's not here.
He's not here.
He's not here?
He's not here. Don't even. He's not here.
Doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Kevin Motter from Montpelier, Ohio.
You're there, contestant on the pressure.
Kevin is also graciously going to donate that to the My Back Pocket Fund also. Thomas Shannon from Bellevue, Ohio. Good stuff. Gary Melson from Sandusky, Ohio. And Charles Harris from Canton, Ohio. All righty. All right, the next 3 will be for $1,000. James Adams from Stowe, Ohio.
She's not here.
Oh, you dropped this.
One?
Hey, you done dropped like 4.
One? Okay, just one. All right. So this one will be for $1,500.
But they're not here.
They're not here.
They're not here?
They're not here.
Are you sure?
I am totally sure.
You know what? We need to put this back in the barrel.
Put it back in there.
All right, Melissa Fowle. So my illustrious staff, will this one be for $1,500?
No.
They're in.
It's 5,000.
All right.
That's the 5,000.
All righty, so this is for 5 big ones.
I'm here.
No.
I'm here.
Nobody cares.
No one cares about that. Ronald Passateri from Westerville, Ohio. Passateri.
He's on the Veterans Hall of Fame board.
Outstanding, outstanding. All righty, that's all we have. Thank you.
If there's no further business to come before this conference, I would like to thank each and every one of you for the efforts to attend our Midwinter Conference. The Midwinter Conference is held for the benefit of the members of the great Department of Ohio, and the turnout of each of you to this morning is greatly appreciated. As a reminder, we will be having a DEC meeting in 30 minutes after this meeting is complete. In here, yes, here. I now call on the Parliament.
Assistant Chaplain.
Yeah, Sharon.
Assistant Chaplain.
Sharon. Since I can't see her last name right. Hey, don't mess with her, she's rough.
As they say, stand up. I am. Uncover, please. I'll try to talk loud. Let us pray. As we come to the closing of this midwinter meeting, our conference, we thank those for putting these together. From preparing the organization, the time and the place, from putting the meetings together for officers and chairmen, to the hotel personnel, and let them pray that the information that we receive here today will be passed on to our post members. We thank our Legion family members. God, our Most High, help us to return to our vehicles and our homes safely, and let there be no harm to each of us. We thank you, God, for all you do to make this our home and our living place. We thank you, God, for each and every day, and we ask you as we say, Amen.
Amen.
Cover.
With the colors of our nation in place, hand salute. 1, 2. I declare the 2026 Midwinter Conference of the American Legion Department of Ohio officially adjourned. Please have a safe trip home.